What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, hope you're doing well. So by the time this video goes live, there will only be a couple of hours left until the next season starts. In yesterday's video, I basically went over all the items that we're getting in the new season. Video was a little bit long and I didn't really do extensive testing on all the new items. I was just playing with all the new stuff and mechanics and I was having way too much fun, so the video was a little bit longer. Today, I want to do some more extensive testing on the weapons, modules, cabins, and new legs. And check this out, you can run 3 of these swarm rocket launchers on your build. And out of all the weapons so far in Crossout, these deal the most damage I've seen. This is kind of nuts, especially if you combine it with a fast reload. Oh, that's a Leviathan. I don't have builds here, but we'll check it out in a bit. First, let's check out a couple of things that I got wrong yesterday. Well, not really wrong, but I just didn't understand them. So I got a couple of builds here that I want to run some tests on. But before we start, guys, I would like to give you guys a friendly reminder to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, because it's free for you, but it helps me out a ton. And subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these type of video or find this video informative. The first thing is the new cabin. Now, I said only 10% more damage is kind of meh and it kind of sucks, but I didn't really understand the perk. So basically, by default, if you just switch to the more damage mode, you get 10% more damage. But if you want to get 20% more damage, you need to walk a little bit in the first mode. Now, if you take a look at the perk again, in mode 1, it increases the maximum speed of the cabin by 10% and its power by 20%. And that is just for switching to that mode. Additionally, bonus damage for the mode 2 accumulates during movement up to 10% after traveling more than 400 meters. Now, at first, my opinion was that 400 meters is a little bit too far for the perk to charge. It was kind of slow. That was because I was just driving normally and walking very slowly. I'll show you guys later how I think mech builds are supposed to be used in the video or in combat. And in mode 2, it increases the damage of all weapons by 10%. And if you charge in mode 1 a little bit more damage for mode 2, you will get 10% on top of the first 10% for 10 seconds, which is kind of unfortunate, but still 20% more damage for 10 seconds is not that bad, to be honest. And the same thing happens in mode 2. You need to deal damage to targets to charge additional bonuses for mode 1. Up to 10% extra for speed and 20% more for power. Alright, I'm done driving and our perk is fully charged. I know it's like only half charged, but this is the maximum it can go. So right now we deal 27 damage. If we switch to mode 2 to get extra damage, we deal 32% more damage. And I'm gonna wait until the perk goes away. It only lasts for 10 seconds, but I will still get 10% more damage. And now, I deal 30 damage. So, it's an okay cabin, but I'm personally not a fan of the whole switching the cabin stuff. So now, our top speed is around 72, I would say. And if we switch to mode 1, our top speed will increase to 79-ish, 80. And now we're gonna charge the perk and see how much faster we can go when we have the bonus perk active. Okay, we're on a better map to check out the top speed, and this cabin's default top speed is 72 kilometers per hour. So activating it should increase it a little bit. So I just realized as well, so right now our damage perk, our mode 2 is not fully charged, but if we switch, we still get the full 20% more damage, which is kind of interesting. I thought you needed to fully charge it to get the maximum bonus. So right now what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna shoot a little bit to charge up the speed perk, just a tiny bit. And our top speed should now be 72 kilometers per hour because that's the top speed of this cabin. And if we switch, it should increase it 82. I think we're getting 82. I don't think that's 20% more speed though. Yeah. Oh, that's 10%. I don't think that's 20% more speed. This time I'm gonna fully charge the perk and see if that makes a difference. I don't think so. Alright, green perk is fully charged. We should still hit that 72 because that's the default speed. Switching mode. And now it goes up to now it goes up to 87. Alright. Maybe you need to charge it more than half to get the full perk. And now we're going up to 80. Alright, got it. But for the damage, it didn't make a difference if you charge it fully or not, which is very interesting. Last time we didn't fully charge mode 2, so we got 32% more damage, or 32 damage. Let's see what, yeah, still 32. So for mode 2, it doesn't really matter if you fully charge it or halfway charge it. But for mode 1, it does matter, because if we switch now, It's charged a little bit. We only get 80. Okay, right now we're almost fully charged. I think we were at 90%. We're gonna switch to mode 1 and see if we can get that 89. Yeah, we do. So you do not need to fully charge it, but you need to charge it enough to get the perk. All right. Okay, it kind of works. It kind of works. So this perk was a little bit confusing for me yesterday, but after doing some tests, I kind of understand how it works and how I can utilize it to its maximum effect. So I think this cabin is going to work out after all. I think the reason they did it, if you use a mech build that's going to walk slow, you're going to have to be changing perks constantly. And if you can't really charge it fully, you're not going to really utilize the perk. So I think that's why they did it. And it's going to work for mech builds. Yesterday, when I was looking at the Battlepass, I was looking for this build, but it was not under factions. It was actually under packs over here, which is kind of strange because it's supposed to be a scavenger faction blueprint, but it's under packs and not factions for some reason. Usually with these updates, they also introduce a couple of new paints. I spotted 2 so far and a bunch of strange stickers. Now, the first one was Ruby Red. These are all the available paints. Not everybody has access to them. So this is Ruby Red. And then we have Topaz as well. They look really, really cool. This is Ruby Red. And this is Topaz. I don't know how you get them yet. Maybe some kind of event in the future because we have weekly brawls now. So hopefully in one of those crates, I would really, really like that. I also missed the paint Valhalla. I never got that. The next test I want to do is with the mechanical legs. So yesterday I said that I think the light cabins are going to have a faster movement with mechanical legs compared to the heavy cabins, but I didn't really test it out. So in order to test it today, we're going to check out 3 different builds. We have one build with a heavy cabin, same setup, 2 Hermes boosters, 1 Rune and 1 Aquilo radiator, similar setup. So this build weighs 7,189 kilos, and then I made a light build which weighs only 3,000 kilos, and then the same build with a light cabin but with the extra weight added at 7,690 kilos to be almost similar to this one. And we're gonna see if the top speed changes, the jump height changes, and all that stuff. Because let me show you guys this build. I mean, just watch the movement. If builds are gonna be moving on the battlefield like this, it's gonna be kind of difficult to hit them. Imagine you trying to use your good old cannon build, trying to hit a fast-moving mech build like this. You're gonna have a hard time. So I feel like if mech builds are played like this, they might, I don't know. And this one goes really fast too, faster than hovers. And look at my top speed right now. Okay, yeah, let me check out my top speed. 228. Let's go the other direction. I will catch up to hovers in no time. 228. So that's actually kind of wild. I have 1 Rune 1, 1 Radiator, and 2 Hermes boosters. 2 Hermes boosters is enough. And you can just move around the battlefield so smooth, man. Oh, I was going too fast. Alright, so that was this build with a light cabin and nothing else. Very light, only 3,000 something kilos. If we switch to the one with the heavy cabin, my top speed is a little bit less because I checked it out earlier. Come on, slide. Our top speed is only 186, I would say. So a little bit slower. And it's still kind of fast-ish. I mean, you can still catch up to hovers. You can still slide around. But it doesn't really feel that fast. We ran out of boost. Yeah, so it's still fast, but it doesn't feel as fast as the light cabin. Or when the build is lighter, I should say. So our top speed with this build was around 185. And if we use the same build, or not the same build, or the similar build, but with a light cabin and the same weight, we should get around the same top speed as well. So right now we got 1. Yeah, we're already slowing down. Hold on, let's go back. 150. Now this build is like 400 kilos heavier, so it's probably gonna reduce our top speed as well. Hold on, let me try again. I do wish when you dash, you would keep going with the boost. Because right now you dash and then you stop for a second and then the boost kicks in. So almost 180. But as you can see, it doesn't matter which kind of cabin you use. It really depends on the weight of your build. Now I want to do a quick dash test to see how far we can go. Right now we have the super light build. And we made it past the gray tiles on the ground. Now we have the light cabin again, but with more weight. So we're around the same weight as with the heavy cabin. And we're standing on the gray tiles. Yeah, we're kind of standing on the gray tiles. And if we do the same test with the heavy cabin, same weight as the light cabin, we are still standing on the gray tiles. So the mobility of the mech legs is not dependent on what type of cabin you're using. It really depends on the weight of your build in total. I want to run the same test with the other legs that can jump to see how the height is affected of your jump. We're going to use non-upgraded legs. The last test was also with non-upgraded legs. So let's see what happens. All right, let's jump. Lol, what was that? Lol. I barely jumped. What the heck was that? Let's try again. What? My build's too heavy. That's crazy. Oh, these legs are a little bit heavier. That's why. Okay, I'm overweight now. Actually, I'm gonna use Grizzly. Yeah, all right, cool. Because I don't want to make my build. So we're at 89 feet. All right, cool. Yeah, it should be the same. All right, let's try again. Oh, I'm hitting my head. Hold on, I need to go outside. All right, let's try again. All right. A little pass over the building here. Now we get, oh man, it looks so cool with the humpback cabin. Oh man, it looks so badass. All right, now we got the humpback cabin. Let's jump. Last time we made it a little bit fast. Yeah, past the roof. Yep, there we go. All right, now let's use the light build. All right, now we got the light build. Let's see how high we jump. Probably gonna go super. No, not really. It's around the same height. Interesting. Let's try again. Yeah, it's around the same height. All right, interesting. And even though these mechanical legs are gonna be a little bit slower, you can still zoom around the map like crazy. This is gonna be really insane. It's gonna be wild. The matches are gonna be really wild. See how maneuverable this thing has become. Yeah, look at that, man. You can just zigzag. I don't need the dash mechanic. I can just zigzag everywhere. That's actually kind of nuts. And I'm using, let's see how much energy I'm using for this setup. I have three, so 6 in total. You're gonna need a rune 1 and 1 radiator 2. So 8 energy for mobility. Yeah, that's a trade-off, but it's actually good. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's try something. Hold on. So yeah, it's gonna be a trade-off. You're exchanging your energy for more mobility. And speaking of mobility, can you use this with the cockpit cabin? Oh my god. Oh, I think I know what kind of mech builds I'm gonna use. You don't need any stupid buggy wheels now. We can just and just let's say you have the new rocket. Oh, hold on, let me see. I have 24 energy. Let's say I add a generator. Let's add a door over here. Let's add a swarm over here, and we can. Oh man. Okay, we are a little bit heavy now because I added a lot of crap. Not as maneuverable as when I was kind of naked. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a thing. Hold on, fellas. I don't have a radar on the build. Yeah, this is crazy. It's kind of like an aimbot because you can move. You don't need to worry about the aim or how to aim or the lead or anything. You just point, lock. Oh, that's crazy. Let's add a radar. Sorry, guys. I'm getting carried away again. Do we have energy for a radar? Oh, we do. Do we have energy to spare? No, we're not. All right, cool. We don't. All right, I'm getting way too excited. Hold on. That's crazy, man. Okay, you can charge again. Hide over here. That is nuts. Having the mobility, and this is a. Oh yeah, the build is kind of heavy. This is a cockpit cabin. Damn. So we can boost. Yeah, dude. Damn. This setup is gonna be crazy. And that's why, guys, people complain that they're not implementing this directly in the normal PvP. This would absolutely break PvP, and that's why they're making a separate mode. You have to understand, wild stuff like this cannot be put in normal classic PvP because, oh, they called it classic too, yeah. people grew up with this or started playing the game with this, they cannot remove this or add any wild stuff to this. Did you just see what I did? That was crazy. At first I thought, man, how are legs gonna compete against helicopters? But god dang, dude. You just aim at the sky. Oh, enemy spotted. Ju. Oh, dude. I'm in love. I'm in love. All right. Let's continue. The next test I have for you guys. Oh yeah. All right. The reload test. I got a little bit carried away there. So we checked out how the mechanical legs work a little bit. The Jackie. Let's try out the Jackie. I do have builds prepared for the Jackie. All right, I made a couple of builds to check out the Jackie module. The perk is kind of self-explanatory, but I do want to do a small comparison. I have 4 imps here with the Marsh cabin. We're just gonna check out the raw damage. This imp build has 4 Aquilo radiators and a fin wheel engine. So that's a kind of a setup you can do in the future. So we got 3,336 damage. Right now, we have the Jackie module equipped. So let's check out the damage. Last time we got 3,336. This time it should be a little bit more. Yep, already passed it. Wow, holy crap. That's 700 more damage. All right, cool. But that's not all, fellas. What if because this is how I use my, imps. What if we activate the Billy to get 25% more damage and activate our Marsh cabin? Because this will give us an additional 30% more damage. That is gonna be an insane amount of damage for a short period. So I do want to charge the Billy Co-Driver first. All right, Billy Co-Driver is charged. Marsh perk is charged. Let's do this. All right. Whoa. I've never had 5k damage with imps before. Oh, actually, hey, the Billy Co-Driver didn't even activate. Oh, I need to be further away. Wow, that was only with the Marsh and the Jackie. Holy crap. Wowzers. All right, I think I need to be around this distance because the Billy perk. Well, never mind. Let me just do the test. The Billy perk isn't working. Why not? I think the Billy perk isn't working on the damage sphere. So I'm not sure why the Billy perk didn't work. I don't think it worked on the damage sphere. So we got our Leviathan here. Let's check it out. Yeah. I don't think this Leviathan has enough durability. Nope. That's for 4,100. Yeah, the Leviathan does not have enough durability. Yeah, we need to add more. Can we add more? Yeah, we can add a lot more. All right, now our Leviathan has 8,487 durability. It should be enough. All right, so with the Marsh perk only and the Jackie, we got 5,100 damage. Right now, let's see how much damage we do with everything activated. I think all the shots land. We're close enough, right? I don't think our Leviathan has enough. That was 41 something. So the Jackie is gonna be an insane damage perk. And you know what else can happen? You know the popular builds in Leviathan are Clan Wars, right? Humpback Cabin, 1 Draco here, 1 Draco here, 1 Draco here. And yeah, that's already our 1 Draco here. The Dracos are gonna be disgusting. Yeah, they nerfed Dracos a little bit, but with the Jackie, oof. It's gonna be brutal because with the Dracos, you don't really need a fin wheel engine or a memorial. It helps, it does help, but anyways, I'm getting carried away again. Let's run the test. Another test I wanted to run is they said that Jackie will explode a lot, so we're gonna see how much damage it deals to our cabin. So the Jackie, when upgraded, has 333 durability. So it did 298 blast damage to the cabin. That's not that much, but what happens if I add it to, let's add it between structural parts. Let's see what happens. I'll put it somewhere here. Let's see what happens. Because it didn't really seem like an explosion. It just kind of fell apart. It just fell off. All right, it did deal quite a bit of damage, around 800. We lost a couple of panels there, but nothing crazy. So yeah, the Jackie is gonna jack you guys up. Or off, whichever you prefer. And now we have the weapons to test. Let's check out the grenade launcher first. The Slaughterer. I wonder how British people are gonna pronounce this weapon, because there's this joke where they say "wa," but with the Slaughterer, they're gonna say "slaughterer." I'm killing myself. He has a double slaughter. Sorry about that. We got a couple of damage spheres here so we can see what exactly happens. Now we're not gonna get the perk. Can we get the perk? Yeah, we won't get the perk because this is just one structure. But as you can see, this is a normal shot. The normal shot only deals explosive damage. But if you charge the shot, it will do a little bit of penetration, bullet damage, and a little bit of explosion damage as well. The turret rotation speed of the Slaughterer is kind of slow. I think they learned their lessons with the Raijin cannon. It is a bit slow, not gonna lie, it is a bit slow. But we have a lot of omnidirectional movement parts, so I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Gun elevation is also pretty decent. Kind of cool how you can see the animation as well. Let me charge it up. Yeah, kind of cool. Gun depression also looks pretty decent. This is the upgraded Slaughterer from the Battle Pass with 10% faster reload. Let's check out the reload time. And now let's check out the reload time with a Hadron Cabin, a King Mine, and a Cyclops reload module. Everything is upgraded. That is quite fast. That's actually kind of disgusting. And those were charge shots. I now have two Slaughterers. Let's see what kind of damage this thing can do with the Hadron Cabin. Doesn't seem like the strongest thing in the world. I mean, it does good damage. Especially with a reload like this. It seems like it has a lot of impulse. Oh, that's why I wasn't getting the perk. That's why. If you get the perk, it becomes a little bit more interesting. So it's really gonna depend on what type of build you're facing. I do quite like it with a fast reload. Now with the Slaughterer, you can only mount 2 on your build because one requires 12 energy. But with something like, say, the Swarm, you can actually mount 3 on your build. And let's check out the damage real quick. Very nice. Oh, and I also still have a K2 flywheel reload module. Alright, very nice, very nice. Now let's check out a lot of damage on the Leviathan here. Yeah, look at that. That's actually kind of nuts. This is gonna be disgusting. This is gonna be a disgusting build. I can't wait for this, man. But let's not get carried away. Let's check out this weapon first. It doesn't have like gun depression, but the rockets can just go wherever. So it doesn't really matter if it has gun elevation or gun depression or whatever. But I will still check it out. Almost no gun depression. Turret angle, I would say 45 degrees to the left, 45 degrees to the right. And with the Hadron Cabin, it's actually kind of wild. This thing feels like a super strong version of the Header, for real. I believe it does around the same damage, and it can reload much faster. The Echo Cabin will also get a buff this update, so let's see how the Echo Cabin reload is now. So we're using a keen radar on this build, and the maximum radar range is 600 meters. And with this, you can pretty much shoot anywhere you want. That is like across the map. I don't think you need to shoot any further than this. The only downside is if you can't see the green reticle or the aiming reticle, you can't really shoot. Just kind of unfortunate. The Listener radar has 450 meters range. which is a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit less. Yeah, a little bit less. But you can still get away with using a listener radar. The Maxwell has 300-meter detection range, so that's going to be a little bit less as well. And the Doppler has 450-meter enemy detection radius. Also, you can hide the Doppler in your build. Yeah, it's not going to be as far, but yeah. It looks very similar to the listener, to be honest. Dude, they spread all over the place. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to check. The Step Spider increases the accuracy and the projectile speed of rockets, frontal rockets, and rocket launchers by 35%. Wasn't it 50 before? Am I losing my mind? Wasn't it 50 before? But then it would reduce the damage by 15. I feel like I'm losing my mind, or the devs are changing stuff. Anyways, let's check that out. It was really hard to tell. I think it did, but the reduction is so... I'm gonna have to do it. I think it did. Let's check it out in this helipad. They all landed in the helipad. And if I use a normal cabin... Oh, yeah, look at that. My reticle is already bigger than the helipad. Alright, so it does work with the Step Spider cabin. That is interesting to see. Can I increase the accuracy with the Torero cabin as well? Because this gives me 30% more accuracy. Oh, wow. Yeah, it works as well. Interesting. Okay, cool. That is kind of cool. The Torero cabin is such an overlooked cabin, but it's still pretty amazing. And if you want, you can also use Falcon to reduce the spread while moving, or use Jade to get 5% extra projectile speed. So yeah, those were all the tests that I wanted to do. If you guys want me to check out more stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. Someone did ask how the Argus will react to the swarm. I can only do that when the server goes live, so that's one test I still need to do. Other than that, I think I've seen it all. So someone mentioned in the comment section, this next update, the next step sounds like a birth control pill. But yeah, I think that was it for today's videos. I made a couple of mech builds here, so kind of get the feel for the builds, what they're gonna look like, what they're gonna feel like. This one has like a head-run cabin king mine setup. Yeah, this thing was gonna be gnarly. You can also jump. Once we see more builds, it's gonna be interesting to see how they play out. So far, the swarm is one of my favorites. It looks really, really good. I also have one with the Nova cabin. You can shield up, you know, like a real mech, and just blast away. I find the projectile speed of the Slaughterhouse a little bit too slow, but I guess in the test range it works. But in PvP, when stuff is moving, I find you're gonna have a hard, or I think you're gonna have a hard time landing these shots. Let me see what happens if I shoot next to the target. Yeah, not a lot of explosion range. Yeah, kind of unfortunate. I wish it was bigger. Yeah, and of course you can also run 3 swarms, which is gonna be absolutely insane. Yeah, this update, I would say all the battle passes were pretty good this year. This one does have some interesting new toys, and that's why it's a little bit more special. Yeah. Well, guys, I think that's it for today's video then. If you guys have any other suggestions on the different tests I should run with the new stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me just show you guys something else real quick. These are all the new parts from the event, or the Battle Pass. You got the Battle Walker corner, which kind of looks like a fender for mechanical legs. You can put one in the front, one in the back. You got the Battle Walker sides, which you can kind of slide into each other like this, which is kind of cool. You got the left radiator bonnet, which you can use as gun mount. I have 2 more over there. And I have then the battle cover plates, which you can use as protection for your weapons. You also have one of these, which you can kind of fit in the front. It goes, usually in most cabins, it goes in the fender arches. And then you got 2 of these plow blades. I love these plow blades. I think these are going to be so handy. And what else we got? We got these small covers here. You can put them on the side here. And yeah, those are all the new parts from the new season. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope I earned a like and a subscription to the channel. If you guys want to see more, you can click one of these 2 videos over here, and I'll see you there in a minute. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace.